to bring a change in the traditional way of doing the business. That means the raw data will be used to generate an information which would be checked. You are going to check it, process it, as well as another use of the information technology is that it can differentiate. How it can differentiate is, it was not there, the expansion was not possible globally as well as in the regional places. Strategic planning in this, we have the enterprise resource planning. Hello students, welcome to the next session of the Management Information System. In this session, I'll explain you about the development and analysis of the information. How to develop and analyze an information in the management system or information system. Let's start this session. First thing is to know about the objectives of the information system for the strategic advantage. Why do you need the information system? What is the objective of having an information system? The thing is that there will be several strategic uses of information technology for e-business, actually for e-commerce, e-business, and how they give competitive advantage to a business. So it will be more flexible, more convenient for the user to use a site or a web page instead of coming to your actual shop or for actual product. Now you can use the e-commerce concepts or e-business concepts to take your business to a new level. Okay, so the business process re-engineering involves the strategic use of the business technologies. How you can strategically use the business technologies to bring a change in the traditional way of doing the business. That means customer will come to us, will ask for the products and check for the quality or other parameters and give you the amount and take the product with them. This is the traditional method. Now, instead of customers coming to the shop or coming to the business is going to the customer, isn't it? It is going to the location of the customer. It is asking the customer what you want to view. So I have these many options. So you can choose from this. These many people have liked this. This is what they have felt about this product. Everything will be available to the customer at the doorstep, or while sitting at the sofa, he can view all these details, which has taken the traditional business way into a new era. Okay, the cross-functional e-business systems, which has both offline and online, that is at the doorstep as well as in the shop, and how they can provide the significant business value. They can add a value to the current business and its customers and business partners. So this e-commerce or electronic way of making a business will add a value to the company as well as value to the customers as well as the business partners. We have so many strategic planning in this. We have the enterprise resource planning. We have the customer relationship management, that is the CRM, and the supply chain management. We have these concepts in the ERP, CRM, and SCM. Let's take the strategic use of the information technology. Why do we need the strategic information technology, or what are the strategic uses of having a information system or information technology? Now, the thing is, one is it lowers the cost. First thing is, use the information technology to substantially reduce the cost of business process. It will reduce the cost of business process Along with it, you can use the information technology to lower the cost of the customers as well as suppliers. That means you need not to have extra suppliers to supply a product. Instead, it can use the interface, that is the information technology, to act as a supplier of the product to the customer. Instead of an intermediate supplier to the product, which takes some percentage of the profit with the suppliers, you can use the information technology to lower the cost of the customer as well as the suppliers. So, reaching the customers, advertisements, all those things can be reduced while using the information technology. By just advertising over the computers or in the websites or in e-commerce sites, you can reduce the cost of marketing also in the information technology. Another use of the information technology is that it can differentiate. How it can differentiate is, it can develop its feature to differentiate the products and the services. So, it develops new feature to differentiate the products and the services. What are the different products you have? What services you can provide for this product? For example, if you take the example of an Amazon, what are the products it has? It has from A to Z, from a safety pin until a big gift you can have. You can have the sports kits, you can have electronic devices, you can have groceries, you can have the baby products. The Amazon is having books, everything, televisions, refrigerators, washing machines, everything that is needed by a normal person, normal human being, all are available in that site. Are they providing the service also? Yes, they are providing the service. What service they are providing? They are delivering it to your door. Amazon is delivering it to your door. It has made a provision for the return of the items. If you don't like the item, you can return it. Along with that, it is providing you an e-wallet. You can keep the balance in the Amazon account. Today, it is providing, recent days, it is providing billing facilities like electricity bill, water bill, money transfer. All those features have been added, which comes under the services. It is selling the product as well as it is selling the services also. It is doing all the kinds of products as well as the services. Then, another thing is, you can use information technology features to reduce the differentiate advantages of competitors. You can become more competitive with your competitors. You can have more services, you can have more products, you can add the quality in the current service or the product. Anything you can add. You can go on adding and updating your business with the help of information technology. You can add the advantages of the information technology with your business. Along with products and service, you can make it everything, billing, list of the products, when they have been bought, what is the number of stack in the godown or in the repository, or how many have been sold, when it has been brought, what was, if it is medicines, what was the expiry date, if it was food, what was the expiry date. Every detail you can pin it in the computers. Along with that, if somebody comes to your shop, your business, you can make the billing of the customers in the computer itself. Instead of writing the bill, having a written bill, you can give the computerized bill. The computer will calculate the tax as well as the amount of the product, the discount it will take. Everything will be calculated by the information technology knowledge or by the computer itself, which reduces your effort. That means you can have only the advantage side of the information technology usage, no disadvantages, no problems arises or no difficulties in using the computers. You will have only the advantages. Only disadvantage is the person may become lazy because the computers have reduced so much of work that the person may become lazy. This is the only disadvantage you can have with the computers, isn't it? Then you can have the innovation. What are the strategic uses is? It is innovation. You can create new product and services that include the IT components, like including the input devices, output devices. You can scan a product using, you can have a scanner to scan the product. So you need not to enter the amount of product, the expiry date, manufacture date, the amount of the product, what tax must be levied on the product. Everything comes with one click. So you can reduce almost 60% of the work with the IT components by adding the IT components. Then next is you can develop unique markets. You can reach new set of individuals by marketing your products in the information technology world or in the internet. Today, we have the social media, so many social medias. So, the e-commerce companies or most of the companies are using this area to advertise or to market their product in their web pages. When you have the popular web pages, you will get the ads. You may have observed that the sites of the web pages will be filled with so many advertisements which give you a detail of a product, what you want. Okay, you can develop a unique new market or market niches with the help of IT. Current market improves with the help of the information technology. Along with that, it can add to the new market. You can add up new markets, new opportunities to the current business with the help of innovation. Okay. So next thing is it promotes the growth. Next is it helps in promoting the growth of the business. Okay. You can use the information technology to manage the regional and global business expansion. Regional is within local environment. You can have more branches of a business in your local area, like one city. You can add some more branches in neighboring city or next state. So you can grow the branches using the information technology. You can grow your business locally. That means, example, the Amazon was present in only United States. It was originated in United States. First, it was having its business in only United States. It was the Amazon first in the beginning. It was only the site which concentrated on only the books. Okay, Amazon first was famous for selling the books, all kinds of books. First time books, the second sales books. It was selling only the books. There was no other products that were used to sold by the Amazon. Later, with the advancement of the IT as well as the globalization, they started selling the other kinds of products within United States, not outside. Within United States, they expanded their business. Okay, so they had some of the branches in the cities of the United States. It went on adding the new branches, and in the United States, it added much more services to much more cities in the United States. Slowly, it got populated around the United States. It had the services in all the cities of the United States, almost all the cities, apart from only the some remote places. It reached almost every city and every place of the United States. It was the local expansion. Then regional or local expansion. Then came the globalization. It expanded its opportunity outside the United States. It reached the United Kingdom, it reached the European countries, it reached the Middle East, it reached the Asian countries, it reached Australian. So today, Amazon is spread for the entire world. Okay, it has all the products in almost all countries spread, which is a global expansion. It has expanded regional as well as globally. Regionally as well as globally, it has expanded its business. This is one simple example. We have thousands and lakhs of business opportunities or business which took their business regionally as well as internationally or globally expanded their business with the help of the information technology. If the information technology was not there, the expansion was not possible globally as well as regional, in the regional places. You can't connect entire world without the help of the information technology. Okay. Another thing is, you can use the information technology to diversify and as well as integrate into other products and services. You can combine other business, you can mix other business with your business, which expands the business in different areas, not only a single area. If your business is in same area, you may not have much more opportunities. Now, what you can do is, you can look over the current product. We have only one product. You can expand it to other opportunities. So it will open you the door of new opportunities. The information technology will give you the chance of diversifying your business as well as integrate your business with some others to make it larger. When you add 2 half apples, it will become a complete apple, isn't it? It will become larger in size, larger in amount, or larger in volume, isn't it? So like that, if you integrate 2 businesses with more opportunity, you can have customer of your own and the customer of the integrated business. So you can expand your business opportunities with the help of the information technology. Then next is to know about the business process in the information system. Okay, how you are going to use the information system in a business process. Okay, how do you define a business process? It is defined as a set of activities performed across the organization. You can perform the activities across the organization, creating an output of value to the customer. It creates a value to the customer, creating an output of value to the customer. It is a business process. It is the set of activities. Business process is set of activities performed in the organization to create an output of value to the customer. Every process in the business has a customer. Every product, every sale will have a customer who may be internal. Within the organization, there may be customer, and external to the organization. Customer is not always from outside the organization. Sometimes customer may become within the organization. You can find a customer. Okay. Then the basic elements of the processes, like if you have a matrimonial site, it is not only for the customers outside the organization, isn't it? The employers within the organization can also avail this facility of matrimonial site, right? So the basic elements of the process are motivation to perform certain activities. You need to have a promotion, or you need to have a motivation to perform certain activities or to promote the products or to promote a business. You need to have a motivation in the business processes. The data which is used in the process to generate the information, the raw data will be used to generate an information which would be checked. You are going to check it, process it, as well as store it for the future processing or future transaction. So you have the business process which helps in expansion of the business. Let's check the elements of the business process. What are the different elements you can have in a business process? The process which is used in a business is executed through the basic steps. What are the basic steps? The basic step is receiving the input. So basic step, we receive the input to our business, measuring the input. Next thing is to measure it, then analyzing the document. We shall measure it and prepare a document. Next step is to analyze the document, perform the analysis, perform the processing of the data or the information, processing and accessing the data, producing the results. You can produce the result by processing the data and communicating it through the different levels of management, like the top level management, the middle level management or low level management. You can communicate those information, processed information with the customers as well as the management, top level or middle level. So you'll have to communicate the information that is stored in the or that is used in the business process. The element that is used in business process is the processed information. Okay, like we have the elements are the motivation to perform. So one thing or one element that you can use in a business process is some motivation to perform, some encouragement like giving an increment, giving a promotion. All these work as a motivation to perform extra, to perform what has been regularly done. If you want extra motivation, you have to work extra. If you work extra, you will get a motivation factor. Then another element is data gathering, processing and storing. These are the elements. Then we have information processing. When you store a structure of data, that is a processed data, it will become information, isn't it? So information must be processed, then checking the information, validating it and controlling the operations on the information. This is another element you can add in a business process. Then you can have the decision-making performance or decision-making task in the business process. Then communicating it to the customers, like giving a report of the annual year. What has been done in this year will be given as in a general body meeting of the business. So usually it will give the report of what was the progress of the organization in the last financial year. So every business will give its report to the customers to ensure that our business is going to continue, is getting the profit. So it is continuing its business in the market. It is not getting the liquidation. It is not ready for the liquidity and is running successfully. So you can trust on us and you can continue your business with us. To ensure all these things, they'll communicate the information of the business growth with the customers. Next thing is to know about the e-business and e-commerce strategies. How do you make a strategy for e-business and the e-commerce? Let's know about this. So the e-business and e-commerce applications uses the applications and internet technologies. The E itself denotes the electronic, isn't it? So electronic is nothing but the internet technologies that can be used strategically for competitive advantage. You can have a competitive advantage over your competitors who are at the doorstep of coming ahead of you. So it can have the competitive advantage as this text will repeatedly demonstrate. So it will going to add some more points or some more advantages of having an e-business or e-commerce in the area of your business. Okay, first thing is you can have a cost and efficiency improvement. You can reduce the cost expenditure with the help of the e-commerce or the e-business. Along with that, you can improvise the efficiency of the business by making it automated. You need not to worry about the working, whether the employees are working or not, whether the product is having quality or not. All these things, all these tensions, worries can be reduced with the help of the e-commerce or the e-business. So you can bring everything to the e-business. If you have the salesperson, they may not work properly, they may not promote your product in an effective way, because all the marketing strategies will not work. Some may fire back with the marketing strategies in the business, some may fire back. So what you can do is, you can use the e-commerce or e-business to promote your product with a less cost. Apart from that, it will help in improving the performance in the business to make it more effective. You can easily reach the customers with the help of the e-business when compared to the normal business strategies. Okay, then you can have a global market penetration. You can improve your business globally. You can reach your business to the global customers. Then you can have a product and service transformation. The traditional way of business will be improvised, will be shifting to other phase with the help of the e-business or the e-commerce. You can have a virtual company which is based entirely on the information technology. Today we have the e-commerce sites which are the virtual company. They are not the actual. They may have a small office, but they are registered as the companies which are virtual. That means you cannot touch it, you cannot have a go in with it, but it is registered as a company. What are the strategies you can implement in a virtual company? So virtual company will typically use an organizational structure. It will have organizational structure. It will have various departments called as a network structure, but everything will be through a network. Since most virtual companies are interlinked, they are interlinked by the internet, intranets and extranets. Okay, you are going to link several web pages or several companies with the help of the internet, either the internet outside the organization or through the entire globe, or intranet within the organization or within a particular area, and extranets. You can combine different companies through a network, or you can connect different branches through a network, which is called as the virtual company. Suppose if you take the example of a bank, before the information technology, banks were working offline, where all the data were stored in that branch only, and whenever the center or the main branch request for a data or request for a report, the files were taken to the bank and were inquired and inspected there for the correctness of the data entry, how the file has been correctly maintained. All these things will be checked periodically by the main branch. That means we have to bring or take all the files to the main branch for the checking and the correctness of the file maintenance. But today we have connected all the banks, all the branches of a bank through one server, isn't it? Which is a virtual company, which you can tell as a virtual company. Today all the branches have been connected through the internet. No need to carry the file. Everything will be updated at the end moment. At the same moment, the data will be updated. If you have withdrawn some amount or deposited some amount to your account, it will be reflected immediately in your account, isn't it? With the help of the internet or the intranet, using the network, you can build your own company. A virtual company can be created. The people and corporations are forming virtual company as the best way to implement the key business strategies. Your strategies, plans, everything can be implemented as a virtual company, which promise to ensure the success in today's turbulent business climate. Today we have so much of competition, so much of inconsistency in the market. The product which is in demand today may not be in demand after 6 months. It may lose its demand, or an improvised version of same product has been improvised, which makes this same product obsolete and is of no use to the customers. Nobody may have obtained, or nobody is willing to purchase this product. That means having a virtual company makes it possible to reach for the more number of customers, as well to get hold on the current market situation that can be obtained by using the virtual company. Instead of establishing the whole market, whole building as an office and having so many employees and so many investment on the infrastructure, you can create a virtual company which will give the feel of a company, but it works with adjusting itself to the turbulent business climate. Okay. So there are strategies for virtual company. What are the strategies you can use? You can share the infrastructure as well as the risk in the virtual company. Then you can link the complementary core competencies. You can implement the same strategy in multiple branches of the company. You can increase the facilities and market coverage. You can cover wide market or large range of customers using the virtual company. Then you can migrate from selling products to selling solutions. Instead of selling only the products, you are selling the services as well as the solutions to the customers. That means the virtual company is not actually a company, but it is working as a company. It doesn't have its own infrastructure. It may not have its own employees. It may not have the infrastructure of so many mainframe computers, supercomputers, computers with added components. You may not have all those things. Suppose you may have gaming company, which is not exactly exist in a real world. It is having a virtual company with the employees. Who are the employees? Employee may be anybody. This is the new era of virtual company. You may add a student as an employee. You may add a housewife as an employee. You may add somebody who is working in some other area, who is interested in gaming as an employee. What they are doing, how you can connect to them is through the internet or the network. You can establish the business in the internet itself. So all the employees are working in their end and give their product to you through the internet only, and they'll get the money for the work they have done. They may be anybody. There may be a student, there may be a housewife, there may be a bank manager, there may be a conductor or a driver of a car, there may be someone who is in the retired age. Anybody can work for a virtual company. There is no limit that they must come to the building or the office, and they must sit in a cubicle and have to work. Instead, we have the new opportunity of creating a virtual company where everything will be there in their place only and can work for us, and you can get the profit by getting the products. You can give them money on their service, what they have done, and you can sell it to customers. So you can release the game for the customers. If the customers like, they'll demand for more type of games. So you can give the work to the different types of employees you have. You can make a module and you can give the work to the employees that are registered to your company. They are not actually working in your office, but they are registered as your employee. So they can work in your company virtually. Again, since it is a virtual company, employees are also working virtually by sitting in their comfortable place. Instead of coming to you, they can work in their own place and can submit their product to you and you can assemble them by sitting at your home. By sitting at your home only, you can establish a company. There is no need to hire an office, purchase the tables and chairs, put a cubicle, establish the server, and then call all the employees to the office, make them sit in a cubicle and work all the month. Instead, you can have the service of anybody in the society. You can get the product, you can sell it to customer. When you get the profit, or instead of profit, you can give the amount, or you can pay for what they have worked, for the work they have done, and you are free to do anything with that. You can have any kind of product by having a virtual company. So this is the new opportunity you can have in the area of the business, where you can expand your business through the internet, through the help of the information technology. You can look into a new opportunity with the help of these virtual company, which can share the infrastructure as well as the risk, which can link the complementary competencies, which can share the facilities, the market coverage, and can have the migration of from selling of the product to the selling of the solutions. So this is about the virtual company. Thank you.